With your CIGTV News Update, Community News and Weather Forecast, I'm Donna Bush. In our news headlines, we'll tell you about the vital equipment being used by the fire service. You'll also hear about a workshop designed to help parents and their children, and we look back at this weekend's Older Persons Gala. First, new equipment designed to tackle road traffic collisions has arrived to help the fire services officers. 4 complete sets of road rescue hydraulic cutting and spreading tools with associated modern road traffic collision extrication equipment were added to the inventory of the CIFS this month. Now, the equipment is now located in the Frank Sound, West Bay, Central, and Cayman Brac stations. Vehicle extrication is the process of removing a vehicle from and around an individual involved in a road traffic collision when conventional means of exiting the vehicle are impossible or unsafe. Interim Fire Chief Mr. David Walker explains more.
It's amazing for Cayman Islands Fire Service, as a key partner in the National Road Safety Strategy, which is being developed. There are 4 E's. One is engineering, and that's the National Roads Agency. There's also enforcement, which is predominantly around our colleagues from the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service. There's education, which is about prevention being better than cure. And then there's the emergency response, which is about having the ability to create space at an RTC and get casualties extricated quickly and safely so they can receive emergency medical help and be transported to hospital. So this equipment really does give us state-of-the-art cutting equipment. The new battery-powered equipment allows us to get into difficult areas which you often encounter at RTCs where cars have rolled or they've been involved, and it allows my staff to get in and make the cuts that create the space in order to extricate the casualty. So a wonderful investment, but what I would say is that the education part is just equally as important. Cayman Islands Fire Service are concentrating on CITRUS, which is Cayman Islands Think Road User Safety, and that's an holistic approach which covers pedestrians, cyclists, motorcyclists and vehicle drivers. And what we'd ask vehicle drivers to remember is to avoid the fatal 4. That's speeding, DUI, driving under influence, distraction driving, which is use of your mobile phone. Please remember those text messages, those telephone calls, or indeed those social media messages can wait. And of course, wear your seatbelt.
And Deputy Chief Officer for Domestic, Mr. Roy Charlton, added that most tragic though, is the fact that a lot of road traffic collisions are avoidable if all road users adopted the key safety principles just mentioned by the interim chief. Now, Road Safety Week, the conference hosted by the National Roads Authorities, gets underway tomorrow. The 4-day conference includes local and international speakers discussing best practices in road safety. Fire service officials will be attending to discuss its continued commitment to promoting safety on local roads in the Cayman Islands. Meantime, the Family Resource Center is holding a free bully-proof Your Child workshop. It's all happening this coming Wednesday, October 30th.
It's designed for parents and just families in general that are looking for more strategies, creative strategies and tools to help support their children. This workshop is part of a wide range campaign that we do annually, which is our Stood Up campaign, and it's really about raising awareness around the issue of bullying and being more preventative. We also want to make sure that we're focusing a lot on building that positive relationship between the parent and the child so that parents can actually feel more empowered and empower their children on how to become more resilient when tackling the issue of bullying. We recognize that it's a problem within our community, within our school system, and the best way of addressing it is to actually learning some strategies and educating our parents on how to respond in a safe and proactive way.
To learn hand tips and tools on how to pick up red flags when your child is the target of bullying, how to talk to your child about bullying, how you can help build your child's resilience, and how to support your child if they're being bullied or is the bully. Now, the FRC is located at 87 Mary Street in the Apollo House West on the 2nd floor. The interactive parenting workshop is being held at the FRC offices there from 6 to 7 p.m. Again, that's happening this Wednesday, October the 30th. Parents are encouraged to attend along with their children if they can. Well, just over 200 of our older persons attended the Older Persons Month Gala over the weekend, ending a month of events to honor and recognize our seniors. During the evening, the men and women enjoyed a meal, gathered with friends, and enjoyed some dancing. Director of DCFS, Mrs. Paulinda Mendoza-Williams, along with chairperson for the Council for Older Persons, Ms. Lucille Seymour, and His Excellency Governor Martin Roper gave the welcome, greetings, and remarks throughout the evening. There were spot prizes for everyone to win, the crowning of a dance king and queen, and recognition of those involved with organizing the month of activities for our seniors. And turning now to stories making news headlines at Radio Cayman, the Cayman Islands will host the Women's International Shipping and Trading Association annual general meeting and conference next week. A top hostage negotiator, the CEO of a company which supplies environmental products to ship owners and operators, and our heads of two maritime technology firms are all part of the lineup of speakers, all scheduled to speak at the 2019 Women's International Shipping and Trading Association AGM and conference. Meantime, also making Radio Cayman headlines, Police Constable and Police Media Officer Jody Ann Powery is the Chief Officer's Choice of the Ministry of Employment and Border Control for August. PC Powery received the Chief Officer's Choice Certificate for demonstrating excellence in governance practices, one of 5 goals in the 5-year strategic plan. The ministry's acting chief officer, Michael Ebanks, said he was pleased to be presenting the Chief Officer's Choice Certificate to Constable Powery and acknowledged the fantastic work that the staff under the ministry faithfully does. Now for more community news, this time from the Cayman Compass, today's story takes a look at the annual Eclipse Cut-a-thon.
For the last 7 years, Colleen Williams has been participating in the Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa's Cut-a-thon.
And this was one of the nice events for the year that we could do kind of mom and daughter.
The annual event, now in its 19th year, raises funds for the Lions Club of Tropical Gardens Breast Cancer Awareness Program. Williams says doing her part holds a special significance.
Breast cancer, of course, is a very prominent and prevalent cancer throughout the world, and almost everybody has got a relative or a friend or a neighbor who's been touched with breast cancer. In fact, my sister, my older sister, has had breast cancer, and she's about 7 years out.
It was also a personal connection to breast cancer that prompted Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa owner Darla Dilbert to start the cut-a-thon.
I had an aunt that passed away from breast cancer, and back then, 20 plus years ago, she did it in silence because back then it was a bit of a taboo to be talking about, I guess, private parts and so forth like that. And it was really sad for us to know that that happened because she had no support system.
Dilbert says even though breast cancer is widely known, patients continue to face challenges in paying for treatment.
There are a lot of people out there that are in need and can't necessarily afford to do mammograms themselves. And as we know, mammograms can be quite expensive, especially if you don't have a very good, insurance coverage. So that's another reason why I've continued to do it over the many years.
It's that spirit of giving that also spurs Williams to return for the event every year.
And decided to do what I can locally to participate and contribute towards alleviating and assisting some of the drama and trauma associated with the diagnosis of breast cancer.
To date, Eclipse has raised $10,000, but they continue their efforts for the rest of October. Reshma Raghunath, Cayman Compass.
And you can go online to both Radio Cayman and the Cayman Compass websites for more daily community news headlines. Finally, a look at today's weather from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. Today's synopsis called for light easterly winds and slight seas, which will continue across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours. It's all due to a slack pressure gradient across the Northwest Caribbean. Further east, a tropical wave just east of Jamaica will move into the Cayman area tomorrow morning. With a slight increased chance of showers, radar images show isolated showers in and around the Cayman area, which are moving west. Today's high temperature reached 89 degrees Fahrenheit. The forecast called for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers. Winds are from the east at 5 to 10 knots. Seas are slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Now for a look at your daily and weekly forecast, remember to go online to weather.gov.ky for the very latest forecast, which can also be found on their Facebook page as well as on the Weather Radio dial 107.9 FM. Remember, you can also download the National Weather Services app, CINWS, to have the latest weather information available. And that's the latest from us here at CIG Television. To see what's on our programming schedule, you can go online to gis.gov.ky. Be sure to click on the publications icon at the bottom of the home page. As well, you can go to our Facebook page and YouTube channel if you've missed today's news update. For now, I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a wonderful and, of course, a safe night, and hoping you'll join us back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
welcome I've received to the Cayman Islands has been absolutely incredible. The old adage of Caymanian hospitality I've found in the workplace, both in Cayman Islands Fire Service, in Cayman Islands Government, and the residents as I've settled in and found a house to live in. So I've been over the moon actually, and I'm really feeling quite settled even though I've only been here 3 weeks. I really do want to provide a message around the deputies who have stepped up and taken on more responsibility since the last chief left in February 2018. I think they've done a smashing job with the senior management team, and it's a fantastic time to be joining Cayman Islands Fire Service with lots going on. We've gone through a procurement process and we're going to get some world-class fire trucks which will be delivered next year. There's also new personal protective equipment for all of our firefighting staff, bringing them up to date there. And we've got some state-of-the-art new breathing apparatus arriving in the service shortly, and some excellent new cutting gear that's battery operated and will really support our operations at road traffic collisions, which seem quite prevalent, and road safety will be a priority for the service. So from me, it's a huge thanks to Deputy Chief Elliott, Deputy Chief Charlton and Deputy Chief Ebanks, as well as the senior management teams for all that they've done in that intervening period before I've taken up my role as the Interim Fire Chief. Okay, so what I'm really hoping to do here is share my 30 years UK Fire and Rescue Service experience and really support the development of officers both at a senior level and throughout the fire service. I certainly believe in a workplace culture where we value people and we value their development, we succession plan, we talent spot, and we ensure that we have people with the appropriate qualifications and development so that they feel valued and they can add value to the organisation and take us forward through a period of transition as we aim to support the Deputy Governor's vision of a world-class civil service. My working style is that I'm a real people-focused leader. I believe that 85% of the budget is salary, and therefore if we can get the best out of the people, make them feel comfortable in the workplace, let them be themselves, then we'll have a successful organisation. I've been described as firm but fair. I think that's really important to understand because, you know, as well as my focus on people's development, I also will insist on safe systems of work. The operational arena is a dangerous arena, and therefore it's absolutely critical that crews are deployed and they maintain those safe systems of work to protect themselves and to protect the public that we do serve. Yeah, I guess people will be surprised to hear that as I move about there'll be plenty of opportunities to meet staff because I will be a regular visit to stations both here and on the sister islands. That really supports my leadership style of people-centred leadership. But I guess that's an opportunity for me to cook. I'm a really keen cook. I was on the UK MasterChef programme in 2014, which is a really enjoyable yet scary experience because of the pressure. But yeah, really looking forward to doing some cooking for my staff and letting them taste a little bit of some of my recipes.
The Department of Environmental Health provides residential garbage collection services to an estimated 14,000 Cayman Islands households each week. You may wonder how it is that our collectors are able to adequately cover these routes given our limited resources. The answer partly depends on you. By making sure that your garbage is appropriately packaged and easily accessible to our collectors, you will aid the pickup process and ensure efficient garbage collections. Here are a few valuable tips that will steer you in the right direction. Place bagged garbage into your garbage container on the evening before your scheduled pickup day. bags should weigh less than 40 pounds, and garbage containers should have a maximum capacity of 33 gallons. Our collectors will not collect garbage bags and bins that are too heavy. Only use garbage containers constructed from sturdy materials such as metal or plastic. Your garbage container must also have a tightly fitted cover and easy to grip handles. To avoid spillage and limit access to animals, we also recommend that you store garbage bins inside an enclosure. A single garbage enclosure should have minimum dimensions of 2 feet 6 inches by 2 feet 6 inches. All enclosures should be a minimum of 6 inches from the ground. Any enclosure that is higher than 3 feet tall must have a door. Our collectors are unable to collect the garbage if the enclosure is too high. Place garbage containers or enclosures at the front or side of the property in an area that is easily accessible to the collectors. Our collectors will not pick up any items that are outside the trash container. Please remember to return garbage containers to the enclosure or its original position as soon as possible after collection has taken place.
Avoid placing the following items in your household garbage containers: construction and demolition debris, vegetative and household hazardous waste, bulk waste items, hot coals, and grease. You may bring these items to the Georgetown landfill, which is located at Seymour Drive and open from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday to Saturdays. You can also take small quantities of garbage to the 24-hour drop-off site located at the entrance of the landfill. Always pour plenty of water on hot coals to make sure they are completely out before disposing of them inside the landfill.
The DEH provides free curbside bulk waste pickup once per year. Bulk items may include old furniture and appliances, tires, and metal items. Place bulk items out on the curbside once the DEH has announced its annual bulk waste pickup schedule. You may, however, hire DEH to pick up your bulk waste throughout the year at a cost of $75 per load. When you follow these tips, you will help to maintain the efficiency of the DEH collections program. For more information on proper waste handling or to report uncollected garbage, please give us a call at 949-6696 or send an email to dehcustomerservice@gov.ky.
Do you have a business in the tourism industry? The Cayman Islands Department of Tourism wants you to get listed on their website. Visit CaymanIslands.com. It's absolutely free and will give your business added exposure on the #1 visited tourism site for the Cayman Islands. Learn more and get listed at www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. That's www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. Deadline is August 15th for all submissions. Don't wait. Sign up today.